Kim, I need your help. I've been modifying Zach's axe. I want to make some additions to your bow as well.
More phenomenal, Billy.
I want to take the rest of the Rangers back to the youth center, see if we can't figure out more about Rita's plan.
Let the power protect you.
Primary materials for this prop include cardboard, a 1/2-inch diameter dowel rod, 4 cleaner bottles, pink craft cord, brass fasteners, white electrical tape, label paper, aluminum tape, pink duct tape, a 1/4-inch diameter dowel rod, silver spray paint, pink foam, a pink pointed eraser, a jumbo crayon, scissors, an X-Acto blade, and a pen or pencil. For a comprehensive list of materials, please see the description. First, draw and cut out this design. Use this template to create another. Cut the dowel rod to 23 inches. Use a template to create 12 more of this portion of the bow. Tape the dowel rod to one of your templates. Place one of these new templates over the taped dowel rod and mark lines on either side of the rod. Cut out the space for the dowel rod. Use these pieces to repeat the process 7 more times for a total of 8. Place 4 sets of the spacer pieces on their corresponding side of the bow. Wrap the middle of the bow with duct tape. Wrap each set of spacer pieces with duct tape and then connect them to the main bow with more duct tape. Place the second template 1 piece on top of the bow so the dowel rod is now covered, and duct tape it in place. Cut 6 rectangular pieces the width and height of the space on the center grip. Place them around the dowel rod 3 to a side and wrap the grip with duct tape. Cut the cleaner bottles with scissors or an X-Acto blade. This is the part you want, and we want the same piece from all 4 bottles. Place it at the center of one side of the bow so the angle slopes downward. Attach it to the bow with duct tape. Cut a small rectangular spacer and attach it to the bow with adhesive foam squares. Place another couple foam squares on top of the spacer and then place one of your remaining template 2 pieces on top of it. Flip the bow over. Place the second of your 4 plastic bottle pieces in the center of the end of the bow. The angle should match the first one. Duct tape this second piece in place. Place a spacer piece and template 2 piece on this side of the bow just as you did the first. Secure the entire end of the bow with duct tape. Repeat the entire process for the other end of the bow, so now you have this much complete. Next, draw and cut out 8 of this shape. Insert a brass fastener into this point on one template piece. Fold it open and tie one end of the pink craft cord just under the head. Sandwich a barbecue skewer between the piece with the craft cord and another template piece and duct tape them together. Place a barbecue skewer between 2 more template pieces and duct tape them together. Duct tape the 2 sets of templates together with the set with the craft cord beneath. When taping the pieces together, leave the bottom area open. Line up the 2 sections of the bow as shown. Place the bottommost piece of the plastic against the bottommost template of the wing piece so the angle still stretches between them. Duct tape the plastic to the cardboard. Place the topmost plastic piece on top of the 3rd template of the wing piece and tape it in place. Tape the entire wing piece together at the base. For extra stability, run a thin length of cardboard from the wing piece over the plastic piece into the main bow. Repeat on the bottom. Place a cardboard spacer between the plastic pieces at an angle for more stability. Measure and cut a rectangle of cardboard to go over the angle. Unfortunately, there's no way for me to give an exact size. The best I can do is say the corner should match like this. Secure the piece in place with duct tape. Repeat for the flip side of the bow. Cut small pieces of cardboard to cover the 2 sides of the angle. Duct tape them in place. Add spacers beneath them if necessary. Tape this portion of the wing piece shut. This prevents the bowstring from moving. When you begin to build the second wing piece, you'll need to pull the cord taut before tying it to the brass fastener. Place a wing template next to the bow to estimate how long to make the bowstring. Beyond that, attach this wing piece the same as the first. Remember to place tape to keep the bowstring from moving around. Use a 1-inch gift roll to mark the underside of your bow at these points. Cut out this section. Slide a small cardboard rectangle with a couple adhesive foam squares beneath this piece to serve as a spacer. Cut out this section, place a couple foam squares on it, then reattach it. Cut out this section. Cut the gift roll so that you can fit 2 slightly curved pieces in the 2 spaces we just created. Duct tape the pieces in place. On the show, these would accommodate the power lance and power daggers when the weapons are combined. Here, they're more for decoration and accuracy. Repeat the process on the other end of the bow. Wrap the entire bow in white electrical tape. I'd start here to cover the inside surfaces of the grip first. Create this design in a photo editor, then print it on 8.5 by 11 label paper. You'll need 2 of them, but note that the words appear next to the angle on one and at the edge of the rectangle on the other. Cut out the decals and place them on the bow as shown. Remember to place them on the correct side, the one that does not have the curved sections. Wrap this section of the handle with black electrical tape. Cut thin strips of red to place here, as shown. Cut thin strips of white to create this design. Repeat for the flip side of the bow. Cover the back of the grip with more white tape. For this last part, you'll need to cut these pieces to the following dimensions: 2 rectangles with a curved side, 2 crescent pieces, 1 rectangle, and 1 square. Attach the 2 crescent pieces to the rectangle with the curved side. Align the curves to each other. Wrap this piece in white electrical tape. Place a foam square in the middle of the square section and attach the piece to the underside of the bow here. Place a foam square on the second curved rectangle piece and place it on the upper side of the bow with the curved aligned with the piece below. Cover the space between the two with white electrical tape. Attach the regular rectangle piece to the main piece with another adhesive square. From above, it should overhang enough to cover the curved pieces. Attach the square piece to the top with another adhesive square. Cut out a small curve of gift wrap roll that fits on the cardboard overlay. Attach this piece with aluminum tape. Use a foam square to attach the bottom of the overhang piece to the curved piece below it. Use pink duct tape to create this design on the flip side of the bow. Use duct tape to reinforce the top section of this piece. Then cover the entire square with white electrical tape, leaving the aluminum curve at the front alone. Repeat this entire process at the other end of the bow. Finally, draw or find a picture of the pterodactyl power coin, size it in a photo editor, and print 2 copies on label paper. Cut out the pieces and attach one on each side here. For the arrow, it's time to move outside for paint. Consistently manifest vigilance when administering aerosol pigment dye. Utilize protective eyewear and inhalation deflection devices in Perpetuum.
He said, always be safe when handling spray paint. Use goggles and masks at all times.
Paint the 1/4-inch diameter dowel rod silver. Back inside, measure and cut the dowel to 20 inches. Place a jumbo crayon at one end and duct tape it to the arrow. Continue to roll this section of the arrow until the arrowhead is a 1/2 inch thick. Roll the entire arrowhead in electrical tape, tapering at the tip so the arrowhead resembles a missile. Take the pink eraser and cut a groove out of the center with an X-Acto blade. Remember to exercise caution when using an X-Acto blade. Duct tape the eraser to the opposite end of the dowel rod. Wrap the last 4 inches of the arrow, minus the knock, in duct tape until you have a 1/2 inch cylinder. Wrap the duct tape in aluminum tape. Wrap the arrowhead in aluminum tape, including the tip. Next, draw and cut out 4 of this triangle design on pink foam. Draw and cut out 4 of this design for the fletchings. Use hot glue to attach the fletchings equidistant from each other around the arrow. Do the same for the arrowhead. And there's your finished power bow.
We were right. There's putties all over the youth center, and a new monster.
Perfect timing. Billy's just finished my bow.
Alright guys, it's morphin' time! Dragonzord! Mastodon!
Pterodactyl!
Triceratops!
Saber-toothed tiger!
Tyrannosaurus!